EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Returnable here for Davis. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hines. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Third down.
This is Hines. Touchdown, New York. Nyheim Hines, 56 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
The 40-yard line.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's caught. Smith.
Allen's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Hines, the ball carrier.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At the 45-yard line.
Second and 2.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Check the back.
They run with Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
3 at the Bills' 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
On 1st down, Hines. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Ball carrier. Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jets 7, Bills nothing.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. it's Hines. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Nyheim Hines, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Singletary.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
40-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown,
Brashad Perriman, 36 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
At the 26-yard line.
On second and a couple, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
He's brought down by
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a give right side. It's Hines. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nyheim Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Marr on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Jets 28, Bills nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And Darnold, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
That's out to the left and complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Let's go, D.
On 1st down, Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check. Watch 54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
It's our time. Mike 54. Mike 19 tight. 19 tight. It's me and you. It's just me and you. All 52. One set.
Now Allen again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
48-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Brian,
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Zone 49.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 5-4. Middle. 5-4. Mustang 19.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
54 is Mike. 50. Alert! Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check.
From the gun, Allen. Flush to his right. And he's able to find Diggs. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Slam. Check it out, read. You.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Matt Milano.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
As many games as the 2 of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
At the 12-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get that quarterback.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Allen. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go. 44 is the mark.
From the 50, it's Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
New York.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Darnold from the red zone now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Here we go. 44,
A first throw for the backup Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked by Pierre Desir, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Good job. How that boy stepping up finally. 44's the mic. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.